Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I'm your host Johnny. Hi Vab, good to see you in tonight. We are going to start actually right away back on the finishing up the Concorde tonight. So I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, here we go. We have 2 hours to do this. I think I'll get it done in 2 hours. We're just under halfway with it. And yeah, so away we go. The white box is now empty, so it's kind of nice. I can do what I need to do. As you can see, Pixie is helping me here. She got her pot out there, just giving a hand. So, okay. So how is everyone tonight? The poll is up. What's keeping you busy tonight, Vab? Anything good? Are you excited for our little meeting tomorrow on Discord? For those of you that don't know, we're working on potentially doing a Lego scale model. I don't know if it's scale, but a Lego model of, bye Pixie, the new Pittsburgh International Airport terminal, and all 3 of them. And part of that is we have to plan a lot of stuff and give a proposal, and we got our meeting tomorrow to do that. So that is tomorrow. We'll be having our Discord meeting to talk about what is good and what we think makes sense. You know, different people's perspective and ideas and stuff like that. We'll start tossing stuff out, and then we'll see where things go. So, but yeah, we are working on bag 11 of 21 of the Concorde. It was a day. I know how those go. Looking forward to it. Oh, don't play that. Everyone's suggestions will get heard. There's going to be a... See, the thing is, with so many people that are interested in it, there's going to be a lot of different opinions, of course. And that's just going to take time to weed through. Whoops. Put the wrong one. I'm not going to get done in time if I do this. I'll put these on first. There's just going to be a lot of opinions, and we got to figure out what makes the most sense. From a lot of different perspectives. A cost perspective, because obviously we want to give them a good price, but it can't be too low, it can't be too high. You know, there's just a lot that's going to go into it. So, okay. So we'll see. Everyone's input will be valuable, because there will be things that people come up with, and then you just start playing off each other and like, ooh, that's a good idea, da 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 da, and then that's what'll happen. So that is correct. Okay, good. Over the top to the front is winning, because that is the proper way to have your toilet paper. It just is. If you don't think it is, well, you're wrong. No. I know that's not for everybody, though it's weird to talk about toilet paper that way. I was going to say, that looks like those should go there, and they do. Well, then you'll definitely have to bring it and show it. I mean, like, if you already did all that work, definitely. I'm surprised you did all that work, like, without us having a discussion, though. I mean, it's still useful, obviously. All right, more words. We got words here. When traveling at cruising speed, Concorde's airframe would heat up to the point that the aircraft would stretch by 6 to 10 inches. Oh, well, that's cool. Goofy but cool. All right, so now we're gonna put this bad boy together. Move this stuff out of the way. So now we're gonna be dealing with the big plane the rest of this time. Dun-dun-dun. Now we put it together so it does not come apart. It's like they planned this to go together. Hey Greg, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Oh, what? And I know it's never a poll because it's always the question to ask, but like, what did everybody have for dinner? That is always the question to ask. Well, yeah, but to give a possible price point, like, you would have to have a good bit of interior and stuff done, I would think, right? Or do you have a good bit of interior done? Like how much of a mock-up are we talking about, I guess, is the question. Section layout of the main support. Okay. I was curious about those main supports. Ooh, that sounds good. Chicken fried steak, extra garlic, mashed potatoes. That sounds really good. I had ribs. We had a little cookout at my parents' yesterday, and my dad made amazing ribs. And I got to bring some home, and they are delicious. Well, they were delicious. They're gone now. So. Oh, that's right. You got to wait for the other half. Totally get it. Makes sense. All right. The Concorde is together. Dun, 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 dun. On to bag 12. More of our fuselage pieces, and then some other little tiny pieces there. Upcoming LEGO purchases. Well, a lot of stuff has released for winter already, or at least what's coming. I'm definitely going to get the gingerbread AT-AT and the Santa Big Fig. I have all the other Big Figs, so I'm just going to keep going with that because it's awesome. Yeah, the Santa Big Fig is going to be cool. It's going to be a neat addition, so definitely going for that. That's about it. I can't think of anything else that I was really interested in. Gizmo, he's cute, but that's for my wife. She wants to get Gizmo. Does that go all the way in? Walk away. Yep, it goes all the way through. Yep. And this other one goes all the way through. Yep. My wife definitely wants Gizmo, so that means we'll probably get Gizmo. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Ugh. So that's how they keep those down there with those Technic pieces. That's kind of cool. All right, let's make some interior. I think we got some bathrooms and stuff to work on. This is either bathroom or... No, it's definitely bathroom. As soon as I saw this, we have the little 3386 make a little toilet. Gizmo is not going to be mine, so I will not be live streaming Gizmo. I mean, because my wife will want to build him, so... but next week, actually, got to do stuff for, do some final stuff for Brick Erie coming up. And since I'm going to try to be done with what I'm doing with the tree, you can see the base plates over there. With the trees for Endor, I may Yeah, it just fits right there. I like the silver door. That's kind of cool. I may build Wicket next week. I'm thinking about it. Depends on what all I get done, or I'll do it, or I'll do some building this weekend, something like that. We'll find out. Just depends on how timing goes. Well, yeah, there's no reason to even try to estimate a price because we don't have enough of the information. So like, oh, another toilet, yay! So I don't know. I think that's jumping the gun a little bit too much at this point. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, I don't know. They haven't shown anything for the Goonies yet, and I think it's going to be tough for them to do that. Simply because, I mean, like the example that was created for the Goonies one looked really cool, and I think I'm kind of nervous that, I mean, I'm not going to get it anyway. But like, I don't think that they did a good job. I mean, like, they always have to reduce how the things look, how they're put together, those kind of things. So like, I'm betting the Goonies one isn't going to be anywhere near as epic. I could be wrong, but they tend to reduce the quality of the builds of that people have done, and it turns out to be not as cool. So that's what I assume is going to happen. And again, I hope I'm wrong, but probably will. That's Lego's track record as far as that stuff goes. Nope, I got to do 3 of these for seats. That's cool. This is great. We put the bathrooms in, and now we're using toilet paper as the seats. It's kind of funny. Ooh, you did use my pieces. I like it. Looks good. My wife just finished her. So for Rick Erie, we got to do doors, like entrances for like things. And she just finished hers, and it's like well, you'd have to see it. Oh, here, I'll show you. There we go. So this is my wife's entrance. There's no minifigs, and it's not to minifig scale. So you have to try to figure out what you think it is for. I'm sure you can, but hers is pretty obvious, I think. So this is my wife's doorway entrance that she did. So it looks pretty cool. I like it. Right, you're just gonna have to, and everyone will pick and choose. You know, we'll just go with what's there. I just still think it's jumping the gun. Oh, look, the door even opens. Haha. That is really cool looking. So, here we go. That is it. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't mess something up. There we go. So if you can't tell that is from the Goonies, then I'm sorry. Fortress of Solitude entrance. That's similar. She did want to be solituded, so yeah, it's definitely Elsa's castle. So yep, absolutely. But it does look a little bit like the Fortress of Solitude with all the ice as the Cool Runnings guys would say. These are actually really cool how they did these micro versions of seats, and they would be movable, like you know, you can move them a little bit too. So that's kind of neat. Like make it, some are reclined, some are up. So yeah, these seats are cool. The little micro seats, obviously. Okay. And then one more set of seats. So. I think it was pretty easy to tell, but you never know. Some people, I guarantee you, there is someone out in this world that has never seen Frozen before. I bet you one person exists at least that has never seen Frozen. It is still funny though that this is toilet paper that are the seats that make up the seats. But hey, 'tis what it is. Put that down first and then put it back on. Here we go. Seats. And these are going to be put back on, and these are going to be put on top, but you can take them off. So a Lich King minifig to go with it for Frozen? What? No, actually, because the doorways are big, like they're not to minifig scale. You're not supposed to put any minifigs with them, so that people can guess. So this is for. Oh, this is going in the front. I thought it was going here. So this is for Brick Erie. So that's coming up. And this thing is long. Depends on what I'm working on next, as to how I'm gonna go back and forth. Oh, all right. So we got to flip it over. Yeah. All right, these supports come off like extra orange pieces. I'm gonna put both of these on. So we have support down here. Permanent supports. Oh yeah, I knew what you meant from WoW. Yeah, that would be kind of like the thing I would do, sort of. But it's been a while since I've been into World of Warcraft. I have something else I'm gonna do. I haven't started it yet, but I know what I'm gonna be doing. So. Oh man, all these tiles, or not tiles, I guess they are tiles. They're curved tiles, but they're smooth. Alright. He started singing the song. Haha. It is very structurally sound with the. I was wondering whenever we were putting this together and putting all these things down, all these snot bricks, I was like, what the heck are we doing here? But it makes sense now. Again, like they planned. So is anyone getting the black pearl? Oh, so there is a rumor that because the Santa Claus is going to come out October 1st. And there is rumored to be in 2026 a blue spaceman big fig, which is cool. And I know people have already made, you know, spacemen and stuff like that, but this will be cool to have an official set, you know. So it'll be neat to see. Oh man, give me an extra one of those. I'm gonna double check actually to see. I think everything is in there. Oh no! Hold on, one. I forgot. You have to put this on the end of the bathroom. You need a little part of the wall right there. All right, so makes a little bit more sense. All right. If you hit the lottery, a special trip to the Lego store, you're just gonna buy out the Lego store. Is what's gonna happen, right? All right. Bag 13, lucky 13. Is it lucky though? Yeah. Favorite WoW class? Paladin. Hands down. Oh, we're gonna be doing some landing gear. Woo. Yeah, hands down, Paladin, definitely. It was my well, I flipped it back over and I didn't need to. So back over for the time being. Yeah, I was a pally. I was one of the best pallies for up through what was it called? Oh, I gotta turn this around. This thing is so massive, it's difficult. I'm gonna put this in. Oh, this is for the tail. How far in do you go? Oh, you're only gonna go so far, right? Yep. Okay. Alright, so now we're using this to turn, make our rear landing gear go up, as you see. Look at that. There we go. Druid, then Hunter. I was not a South Park. No, I was not a South Park WoW player. Alright, so these are cool little axle things to put these through. And we go here. And put another one on the other side, and that keeps the wheels together. Ah, look at that. They roll nicely. Hey! Apparently you are a monster. Yes, you are a monster. If that's the way you are, and you feel that it doesn't matter which way the toilet paper roll goes, you are definitely a monster. We still love you anyway. You missed it. I'll show you whenever we flip it over. 3386 is a toilet. They used 3386 to be toilets. I like that whole thing too. Well, well, well. So yeah, 3386 is the bottom part of the toilets in this, which is kind of cool. How you doing tonight, Logan? What's new? What's good? What'd you have for dinner? Did you start Soundwave yet? Yeah, because you flip it over and it's got the little bowl. It essentially has a bowl shape. It's like perfect. I bet you they when they created it, they're like, you know what this can be. Bet you they did. They're like, this is amazing. Ooh, interesting. All right, so we got this. Ooh, this. So we're putting this, the little thing, right in the middle. That is different. And then this is weird. Never seen this done before. Not very sturdy, but I mean it sits in there. Same thing on the other side. Actually, it's probably easier to... Oh, no, I can't. Duh. If I put that on first, I'm not going to be able to fit it through the hole. There we go. Kind of interesting. And we put this right there. Little thing to keep them so now we gotta flip it around. Trying to see if I can get it through there. All right, perfect. There we go. Now I can see. All right. Because the nose landing gear is bigger. Goldon or I don't know who. Tonight will be a night. Yeah, there you go. Tonight would be a good night to start that. I don't know which one would win. Gothma. I'm trying to remember who that is. I don't. Like I said, it's been so long since I've been in WoW. Like I don't even remember who is a dude. Been too long. Too long. Is that the way it goes? Yes, okay. So we've got these. Oh, do I have an extra tire? Looks like I do. Oh, and the tire or the wheel rotates, which is cool. I don't know if I have to do 2 of these. Oh, two of the tires. All right. So this goes here. That goes through. All right. And we put a little. I like this. We have a. I mean, it's important. You need to have a light, right? Right by the wheel. All right, so there we go. All right, so let's watch the magic. We'll have to do everything else on the other side. Let's watch the magic, and I'll turn this. All right, so this one will go first, but the way it's designed is there's a spacer thing in here that makes it so it can keep turning without bothering this and making it keep trying to go in. So we're gonna that's gonna go in first. There we go. Look at that. Pretty cool. Not off the top of my head. So. All right, so we have them in. I'm not gonna build with it open because that would just be silly. All right, so I'll here, Logan. I'll show you the toilet. See our toilet? 3386, right there. All right, so it's on its belly. Let's build more pieces. I think we're gonna do part of the tail section next. We got to fill this in. Whoop! I made the seats go down. Definitely a well-designed set. It's been so long since WoW days. I mean, a really long time. Makes me feel old. So my days of WoW were like WoW Classic, and then there was, oop, this got bumped. And then there was some, definitely my favorite was the original Burning Crusade, not the junk that they came out with, you know, for like the time travel, whatever it was. That was just silly. Absolutely silly. Because they're like, here, let's go. We don't have any original ideas. Let's go back and pretend like things could have been different. So, yeah, the 3386 toilet is awesome. You just have to have a little one by one stud underneath. You need to make that as a make it a Pittsburgh toilet, a 3386 toilet. This looks pretty. Because this thing is so big and I have to work on both ends depending on what the instructions tell me, I sort of have it here, but you know, I'm gonna have to move it. You only see certain parts of it in the camera view. So, swirly for Logan. It's a little small for minifig size, but it's got the right idea. So. Still got a few more. Oh yeah, because we have these. So. Still a spare. Ooh. Oh, the toilets don't have the windows. They don't have the window things on the side. Because I guess you don't want people on the outside while you're flying, looking in on you while you're, doing your business. That's funny. That is funny. Looked like we were gonna have a ton. I mean, it was a lot of pieces, but all the pieces are getting used in just a couple steps because they're all the same. It is kind of funny because I was like, oh man, we got a lot of pieces for this bag, but on they go. And this goes, and there goes our toilet. Bye-bye. Closing everything up. Oh, just barely fits in there. Like, it's very, very tight. So let's see what the words say. The glare is awful. Remove the middle section of the fuselage to reveal part of the rear cabin with passenger seats inspired by the original 1970s design. So the original 1970s design was toilet, I guess. I guess. See, here's the thing though. You can't, now that you put this on, it's gonna be tough. I don't know. I feel like I got too many of these left. There's 4. Where did I miss putting them? Those ones go there. I did 6 correctly. Oh, they're under here. Ah, okay. To surround the wheel, the one wheel. There we go. That makes sense. Okay, a couple extra pieces. Oh, look at that! I got a full extra wheel. I can like make a mini. Oh, DeLorean is going to be coming out too. A Speed Champions version. Oh, that's bag 16. What bag are you? 15. Where's 14? 14's probably up here. Nope, that's 18. Where's 14? 14! There we go. So yeah, there's a DeLorean coming out. That's Speed Champions. Those of you that saw the Mattel Racer, or Mattel McLaren that I did. McLaren? No, Maserati, sorry. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess now. No, last week. 2 weeks ago. Good build. Definitely Lego has competition for Speed Champion stuff. So, I don't know, Lego needs to be aware, and, Lego's coming out, I know, with Pokemon next year, which kind of neat, but also feels like it's kind of last, like they're behind. That's what it feels like to me. Hi everybody that's tuned in, by the way. Really appreciate you stopping by. Vote if you would. The poll is there for your consumption. That doesn't sound right. Something like that. Where's our upside down? I think it must be over here. There it is. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Anyone stopping by? I was hoping Dusty was going to be in and see if he opened his box yet, because he received it, and to see what he thought of what was inside. But he is not in tonight. More work to do though on Endor. I mean, there's going to be a ton of work to do on Endor, which is good. That's part of the fun. I had to completely redo how I was doing the tree swing stuff, which is fine. I figured out a better way to do it that makes more sense, and so I'm finishing up figuring that stuff out with it, but so far so good. I'm liking it. Sideways. And one more. So it looks like we're doing one of the engine things, one of the bottom things here. That goes, I think it goes sideways, it looks like, because it's got the little clippies there. So looks like that's what we're doing. And then we'll just rinse and repeat on the other side, opposite, but it'll be the same thing essentially. So yeah. Brick Erie's coming up. That's going to be fun. That's next weekend. Not this coming, but next weekend. And so that's coming up fast and furious. Oop, gonna put one in between. Does look nice and smooth, but yeah, that's definitely what we're working on here. I don't know if we do it half and half or what, but obviously we're gonna find out. Right now it's tricky keeping it together while it's put together. There. Yeah, I think we're doing these in sections, so like this will be the first part of it and then the next part, and then we'll do the opposite side. Looks that way. Alright, I'm gonna put that down for a second. This, oops. Gotta make sure you do the right angle. Nope. As soon as I put on, I was like, wait, nope, missing a piece. Because it has to go all the way. Yeah. Hope everyone's having a good night. What'd you have for dinner? If you're out there in La La Land, haven't said. There you go. That's gonna look cool. I already can tell. And I will say this, so that they're using a lot of different colors for the filler to put on. And I've started doing that with my Ewok village. I didn't do that so much with Hoth. Hoth was just white everywhere, but that's because we got project support for it. The Ewok village that I've started working on, or forest I guess you could say, it has a lot of internal pieces that are just, it all just looks colorful, and then it gets covered by brown. So what can brown do for you, right? But so far it's looking pretty cool for what I've started. I'm excited to work on it and, you know, do the next thing, you know, the next thing JonnyBuildz is going to do. All right, so everything we just did, we're going to do again, essentially. And then we'll do all of this again. Well, that looks pretty cool. The ribbing right there. That's pretty neat. And then we'll do all of this again for the opposite side, whichever side this ends up not being for. Which we will find out, of course. Little inlet thing here. Cool. That's very loose, but you know, nothing you can really do about that. All right, same thing with the thing that goes here on the side. See how those go? That's that little bit right down there. Most people are saying over the front, which makes sense because that's the best way. Almost together. One of them anyway, obviously. There will be another one. Oops, we just gave it a smack. And I do like all the smooth pieces that they all the smooth pieces they put on. There we go. Black. And let's see. So we got the curved part here. This. So it all kind of comes together. But it's going to be pushing against each other, so to speak. So like it like forms a nice little, because you're like, you can put it together and like, boom, here we go. Look at that. That looks like a cool engine. All right, so let's do this part here. This is where we're actually making the engines. Look underneath, see all the color? It's so colorful. So put this there. Okay, put two of these in. They not only go in the arms here, but there's also the studs with the hole for them to go into. Right. And we do our engines. And then, like I said, we're going to do the exact same thing for the opposite side. You came out because you didn't want to stay. It's supposed to go all the way through there. There we go. I was like, why aren't you going on? But that makes sense. There we go. Look at that. Looks powerful. Looks like it's ready to fly. Well, it would go around in circles right now. So, right. So all of these clip things here go into the clips that are over here. Now I don't see. This is interesting. We did double we did double clips. There's only one set of clips. I'm looking at the, I need to find the underside. Whoops, I kicked my cat. Here's the underside. Yeah, there is only one set of clips there. So for some reason we have two here, but yeah. All right. There we go. Look at that. That engine looks cool. Looks like a real plane. Like it could fly. We are on bag 15 of 21, and we are currently at 8:46, so we're not even an hour yet. I think we're going to get this. I think we'll do this challenge. No problem. I think we'll get it done in 2 hours. Liquid Death. Delicious. Not a sponsor. Oh, made my tummy rumble though. My wife looks confused. What are you looking for? The bin, you mean?
No, you had a little sparkle thing that you put on.
Oh, that's downstairs.
There were some in the
Oh, there might be. Yeah. Well, just grab them all and take them. My wife needs sparkles for ice. Ice. I've had all the sparklers. All the sparklers. It's interesting, in the previous bag, these 3x1s were all over in here, and now they're all over here. And so were these. These were over there. But it's interesting how it packages different. Wonder why that is. Wonder why. Or what causes it to package differently. Like someone somewhere, whenever they were deciding what went where, he probably forgot, like, oh, we put these in the other one. But oh well. Have them. Only baby hands, huh? One, two, three. Oh, I already have that. Like, why is that? It doesn't fit. Oops. That thing wants to come off because there's not much holding it on right now. I think it's just only hands can satisfy. I haven't seen that in forever, llamas with hats. But I think that's what he said. He's like, I got a rumbling in my tumbling. I was like, Carl! He was like, only hands could satisfy. I think it's only hands that could satisfy. That's how he says it. But, you know, it was still baby hands, too. Gosh, it's been a while for that. And it's only like the first few episodes of that, or like the first 6 episodes are good, and then it, or first 3, 4, and then it gets weird. Like it gets really weird. Drop. this is all opposite done because it goes on the other side, switched around essentially. So the things we're putting together are the same but opposite also. This is all practice. Gotta prepare myself for November, doing the world record attempt. Well, really it's setting because no one's done it yet. But world record attempt for doing an AT-AT the fastest. I think I got a good shot at making. Oh, look, it put it on there already. That is what it goes on later. But so if you are in the Pittsburgh area, come check out both Erie Comic-Con and oh, because it's going the other way. Yeah, put that thing there. Interesting. Erie Comic-Con and Brick Erie. Next weekend, not this weekend, and come have a ball. It's a lot of fun, lots of cool things going on, things for the kids to do, different Lego event type things for them, and last year was a lot of fun. It was the first year. Last year was the first year we were told that people were like, "Hey, we're coming for the bricks." Like they weren't coming to. I mean, the Comic-Con, that it happened to be there, but they were coming for the bricks stuff. So that was cool to hear and know about. So. Hoth will be on display in its true form, fully completed, and this will be its only time. Well, no. So when we do the Ultimate Brick Show in November, that's when Hoth will be its true form, and the only time it'll be shown in Pittsburgh. Like we've never shown it. Like it's been at the Trolley Museum, but that's not really in Pittsburgh. It's the Pittsburgh Trolley Museum, but it's not in Pittsburgh. So this will be the first time showing Hoth in Pittsburgh. It'll be kind of funny. So looking forward to doing that. So lots of exciting things coming up the next couple months. Also going to be racing again. I put that on as a little video when we were finishing up last year, and I'll do that again this year. But yeah, going to be racing again. We've been working on the race car over the weekend, getting it prepped and ready. Actually doing a full engine build on it, essentially a completely new engine block, and yeah, that's taken place. Lots of stuff going on. This goes on a white one. That's right. We're almost done with the second set of engines. We are just hitting, we will be hitting 9 o'clock shortly. The cuckoo clock will go off a little bit early. It's not a cuckoo clock, but it's a chiming clock. Okay, and these last pieces. Wow, this one actually doesn't have any extra pieces whatsoever. Interesting. Usually at least one extra piece. Well, in this case, yeah, get on there. There we go. There we go. There it goes. Why is it not going on? But I didn't have it over enough, so. Alright, what we got? With the Earth spinning at 1,040 miles an hour and Concorde cruising at 1,374 miles an hour, those flying aboard the aircraft could see the same sunset twice. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to do the nose cone next. So we're going to push him back a little bit between the camera and the microphone because we're not going to be dealing with him for right now. So that's where this is going to come into play. Hey, you are? Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? We are on bag 16 of 21 for the Concorde. Nose cone is next, so the front here, or at least we're going to start it. Probably the next couple bags will be it. Hey, look, upside down toilet, 3386. Logan is going to use that in all his builds now. That means your Transformers, Logan, that use 3386 all have toilets on them. They all have commodes on them. That's kind of funny. The votes are still going for over the top to the front. I kind of thought it would, but you never know. Like I said, you know, people are monsters, so. Like Logan. Logan is a monster because he doesn't care. People like that need to be questioned. How are you doing tonight? You are. What's for dinner, or what did you have for dinner? Or did you have dinner? Wait. Let me guess. Ice cream. It's always ice cream. There is not an empty roll. That's actually, yeah. That actually would have been a good choice to put on. Be like neither. It's empty again. That would have been a cool choice. I'll have to think about that. I was gonna put one on, and then I switched to the bathroom one. So maybe that'll be, I don't know. I'll think of something for that for next week. Okay, this is interesting stuff with doing, to make the shape of this nose and like have the sides and everything and have it so it like bends down and all. This, there's a lot of snot bricking that gets done here. It's kind of interesting. So that goes that way. See, we're already doing like together. Your massive build for the November event. Oh, you got nice. You got a Lego order in today for it. Nice. 3386. There it is. these are useful, and I got a bunch of these to help with Endor. And I should have put some of these in already, and I did not. I kind of forgot about them, so I'll have to go back and redo that. So this is the wrong way. This one. Yeah, pretty close. And we lay it down and flip it around and put it here. Alright, there we go. All that just to get that on there. It's funny how Lego bricking goes sometimes. I can see where it's going though. But all this is to make it so it works and looks decent. Like, you're not, obviously you can't make it completely smooth in order for it to work. Oh, we put a, okay. I was like, where does this go? But this goes here, then onto the fuselage part that we already made. So there we go. Pizza and ice cream. See, that sounds like a good combination. A total of 134 pilots and 57 flight engineers were trained to operate this unique aircraft. That's a lot. That's a lot for one aircraft. And I got to, we went one year when I was a kid, we went up to Oshkosh, the Oshkosh Air Show, and we got to see, they had the Concorde there, and we got to see it, you know, flying and stuff, and it was pretty remarkable. And that was whenever it was like kind of new and a big deal. It's not so much a big deal now. Like, I don't even know if, I don't think Concorde even flies anymore, does it? You don't hear about it, at least. If it does. Fab, you would know that, I would think, right? Pizza minus the ice cream. Yeah, pizza's good. Pizza is good anytime because you can have so many different kinds of pizza. Like, lots of different kinds of pizza. And I think a lot of times people don't think about it. They're just like, yeah, but you can have like breakfast pizza, you can have dessert pizza, you could have ice cream pizza. I mean, oh, gotcha. Okay, I wasn't sure how that was, but okay. So, I mean, like, that's interesting that they say that grounded because of a couple of disasters. I mean, like, all airlines, all planes and stuff have had issues, disasters, that kind of thing. I mean, but we still need to fly. Everyone wants to get everywhere as quickly as possible. Homemade pizza. Ooh, homemade pizza is the best because then you can do all kinds of fun stuff with like the cheese. You have like 2 or 3 kinds of cheese, like a little bit of cheddar with the mozzarella, or my wife likes ricotta with the mozzarella. Nope, the other way. Interesting, we're putting this on there like that. What is that? That's supposed to fall off. Where'd you fall off from? Oh, that's, there we go. That was not snapped in there correctly. That's why it wasn't going on. Looks like I got a gun in there. Low carb sugar. Delicious? Hey, that's good. Oh, really? So it had a perfect rating, which is pretty unusual, but for something of that caliber, you want it to be, kind of like Titanic, unsinkable, so like, unwreckable. But yeah, you have any kind of disaster with that, and yeah, that's going to be big news. And I got cat hair everywhere for some reason. Gotta be careful as I'm putting this together. Excuse me. The little yellow things have to go the right way. All right. So this is part of the front of the aircraft. It doesn't look like much, but she's got it where it counts. No, it'll shape up as we go on to. That's 18. That's 17. That's 20. I don't need 20. We're 17. 19. 17. Yay! All right, let's put these back. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, look at those printed pieces. I do like that. Concorde. Printed pieces are nice. It is good that they do that. Here we go, bag 17. Ooh, sorry, Paisley. Paisley's underneath my table and all stretched out, and so I had to stretch out my leg, and I was like, running into the cat. All right, so this, whoop, thunk. All right, we gotta listen for the click. Make sure it goes on. Ready? There we go. Click. Wasn't all that impressive. That was a better click. So all this preparation in order to make sure that to make it so this thing can move just a little bit. It's not going to move a lot. Just a little bit. Alright, so here we go. We're going to put this in its home. Go in your home. There we go. All right, so this is going to go right like that. That's all the further it's going to move, like just there. It's not going to go any further. So I don't think it does. Nope. Because it's got these little hands there that stop it. So it's only going to move that little bit. But that's all it needed because it was flying like this, and the nose needed to be down a little bit. It probably needs to be a little bit more, but that's all it gives us. And all the rest of this is going to be like helping to keep it where it's supposed to be. We got all these angled pieces and stuff. It shows another red piece. I couldn't find where it was at. It's because it was hiding under it. Windshield parts for the cockpit and everything. You even have the lines on the windshield right there. This gets a little dot right in the middle. Ding, little dot. For this thing, snap, 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 grin, grin, wink, wink, say no more. Come on, get in there. This piece. Now we make it all nice and smooth so it can cut through the air. Oops. Of course, I put that one on. I wasn't looking. Put that one on the wrong spot. Come on. Ugh. Oops. Get in there now. Oops, I'm gonna go the other way. Let's see if I can pry that up just a little bit. Ah, there we go. You go down. There we go. Now I can get under there and get that. Going too fast. Got to start over, right? Pizza time! What kind of pizza though is the question. You had homemade pizza. Okay, so this goes in there. It clips. Oh, I see how they did that. So they made it so like this part stays up, and then we'll have the windshield part that's in here, which is a special piece, goes on top here, and then that's gonna move to, yeah, that's gonna be cool. All right, Concorde. Kind of neat how they designed it. I like it. All right, here we go. It says here, more words. It says 2 brand new Lego elements were developed exclusively for this model: the nose cone and the visor. Concorde's retractable visor folds down with the nose to reveal the cockpit windshield hidden behind it. So here we go. Oh, that's still plenty good. No, stuffed crust and stuffed crust chicken, bacon ranch. Ooh, good stuff. So here it is. Look at that piece. This is special. This is an expensive piece because it only comes in this set. Only comes in this set. So you see how it goes with the cockpit. And it goes up, and then dunk. All right. So this is interesting with a gear that we're putting in. Hey, it works, right? Wait until it retires, yep. There we go. Our nose, we're going to put this on here, and then we put this all the way through. At least until it can't go any further. I guess that, oh, that's because of the nose cone, yeah. So let's do it. So this is a special piece also, guaranteed to be expensive. a little doohickey in there. Yeah, wait until it retires and then... I mean, can you still get it? There we go. Look at that. That is cool. All right, read the words. Concorde's long nose and delta wing were crucial to achieving supersonic speed, but the high angle of attack on takeoff and landing and the length of the nose of the nose cone made it difficult for pilots to see the runway. The solution, the iconic droop snout. So that's what it is. This thing that goes boom is the droop snout. So and then it flies like this. Oh, we're still upside down. So all of these, there's like 4 Technic pins that all have to go in. There we go. Nice. Look how long this thing is. Shoo. Oh, look at that. We got little arrow things. That's cool. Interesting. So let's read the words for those. And it says, these panels are static ports providing static air pressure data? Static air pressure data to aircraft. Oh, okay. Cool. All right, now we gotta flip it over. This thing is pretty heavy, too. Okay. Interesting, we're doing that here. Not sure why. I mean, I see the thing, it's just kind of interesting. Bird is the word. Everybody's heard about the bird. Bird is the bird. Alright, so we're putting this on. And I'm going to solidify everything now, hopefully, if it decides to. My camera's moving because I'm pulling this so I can snap this on. There we go. That leans, that's fine. There we go. The camera's like, what the heck is going on? Alright. So we got that. Got these two. Oh, that makes sense now. Now I see what they did. Just a different way to connect it all up. Extra little dimple. Alright, that's looking like a supersonic plane. Look at that. We still have, I mean, 3 bags to go. 4 bags to go. 18, 19, 20, and 21. So we got more stuff to do. I think these are going to get, oh, because we got the tail. The tail is quite extensive as well. So we're going to, fun. So we got 18, 19, 20, and 21. What are we at? We're at 9:20. We're going to get done. We're going to make it. We're going to hit before 10 o'clock. 4 bags in 40 minutes. Yep. Yep. It can be done. As long as I'm not missing anything. Or mess up too bad. A lot of 3386 in this guy. Okay, put that there. Technic pieces. So when we finish, I'll show what I changed on my my trees, because I have them over there, go through and see what I did to change things up and make it actually a whole lot nicer for doing what I want to do. Ah! That is a really long tail thingy. There we go. Snap, snap. Famous last words. Yeah. Well, I am one for tempting fate. I don't mind doing it. People like to be superstitious about that kind of stuff. Not me. Ooh, I gotta do 4 of these with 3386. Interesting. 4 of these little doohickeys. I'm trying to think in my head how many. I don't think it's worth it just to buy this for the 3386, but I know that's all Logan would care about. So. There are a lot of them here, though. I see a whole bunch of them over here. Appreciate the likes. Okay, so we got that there. And again, I know they plan all this stuff. I mean, they have to as they work on it. But I wonder how many iterations they went through for some of the things, like especially for doing like the nose thing. Like how many times they had to go through that and be like, what the heck are we doing? How do we make this work? You know? Because I know even with the trees, I've gone through, you know, several iterations figuring things out. It's kind of funny. I do with the tree, I would do one part so far, and if I liked it, I would do it with the other side, you know, so far. But if I didn't like it, or if I wasn't sure, I would do the other side a different way. And then kind of compare them and figure out, okay, which way is the best, and then depending on which one it was, I would have to switch the other one. So it was a lot of trial and error and stuff. So it's been fun. I enjoy it. I'm getting closer to making it so that the logs come down. Ooh, universal joint. Nice. I like universal joints. They're cool. They've been around for quite a long time. The original Blacktron base has a universal joint in it. It's not used for anything special necessarily, but it's used just to connect a piece and keep it together. Oh man, we're gonna put 8 of these on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, more words. The rear tank, yeah. The rear tank is a fuel tank held in the tail of the aircraft. The center of gravity of the Concorde had to be different for takeoff and supersonic cruising. So the flight engineers transferred fuel between tanks to adjust the aircraft's center of gravity. That's pretty cool. That's ingenuity. That's figuring things out and being like, hey, we do it this way. It's pretty unique, but it works. You know, it's effective. Yeah. has a tear in his eye for how many zeros. There are quite a lot. There are absolutely quite a lot. 3, 3, 8, 6 in this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine the amount of testing that had to go into the actual Concorde. Like, that would have been insane. This would be interesting. I'm not sure how that works. First, then put this on. All these pieces go on, and then we're done with this bag. Oh, I bet, yeah, I'm sure there was. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure they have it on YouTube or something somewhere. It would be neat to just find out about that stuff. Okay. Here we go. All right, bag 18 is done. Nothing is connecting that though. That wouldn't go in there anyway. Just kind of hangs out there. Nothing that goes in there. It just kind of is chilling right now. All right. Nope, it won't stay. 19, here we go. We are moving right along. Oh, that's part of the fuel thing. Betcha. Oh, 2 bags. Yeah, put them over here. One step. All right. Moving right along. So we put this in each of those, and then we stop. And that's it. Now we go on to doing other things. It's not keeping that on there very well. So, oh, then we switch it. That goes that way. That goes there. So many of these little pieces here. Okay. Flip over. Let's solidify this stuff up a little bit. Yeah, we got to put that there so that it stays together. Oh, these are all going to go together. Interesting. So it's going to have a slight angle to it, which is why we have the Technic pieces there. Read the words. As Concorde required a high angle of attack to optimize the delta wing's lift on takeoff and landing, the aircraft featured a small tail bumper wheel to ensure the rear of the plane didn't touch the ground because it went zoom. So they wanted to make sure it didn't go thunk. So it had its own little wheel on the back, which is what we're going to put together right now. So, armature, this little thing. And this is the bumper. This is kind of funny looking. That's all it is. Just a little bumper. Very complex and extent. Yeah, so there's our little bumper. Bing. That's pretty cool. More words. The underside of the tail is connected here with the reflected triangle, achieving the sleek tapered form that makes Concorde so iconic. Okay. So here we go. Oop, you went in too far. There we go. All right, there we go. There's our tapered tail. All right, now we put you away for the moment. Oh, that does have holes. Interesting. Yeah, the tail. I mean, even for the Lego version, it's very complex. Interesting that we put that. This has holes in it. One, two, three, four. It is a pretty cool engineering, that's for sure. And a little more smoothness, and a little curvature right there. Right, so this goes on the side here. Oops, we have this upside down. So it should have two open. All right. All the clips on there. There we go. All right. Oh, whoop, we're not done yet. Right here, throw this on there. All right. Now I'm gonna put this little doohickey on the in the middle, almost like they planned it, right? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. car part. The car fender. And that fits just so. Okay. Good, 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 good. Everything's looking good. Now we do the other side. Alright, make sure I did the red one on that side too. Then that. Then that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, with a set this size, you can't make everything smooth and covered, but they do a pretty darn good job with this. Covering up most of the holes and stuff that you see here and everything, so it's pretty well done. Alright, so we take, so this is cool. So we've had this so that we could do stuff, but this comes out now. Oh, that's what it's for. Okay, it's like you're gonna use this. So this goes in here for the universal joint. There we go. So we can rotate this whole thing. You see how that's rotating? But it's still got an angle to it, so that is cool. All right. So we're gonna make sure this all lines up. And thrust. Hopefully it's in line. Might have to rotate it a little bit. Yeah. This is tough. Yep, there we go. Got it. All right. Took a second. All right, and here is our nose cone. Well, our rear nose cone. Which is kind of funny to think about, but that's what we were just talking about, was they have essentially the same thing of the front you have on the back. Look at that. Hey Cliff, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. This is bag 19 of the Concorde, and we are moving along. We should be able to get this done before 10 o'clock. Oh yeah, absolutely. It was definitely for its time and incredible engineering. I mean, like, it still is, in a sense. I mean, like, there will be nothing like it ever. There will be different things, but for what you had as far as like materials available and all that fun stuff, like, you know, you can't beat it, so to speak. It was just designed so uniquely and all that fun stuff. So. Alright, secure that part of the tail. Now we gotta flip this over again. Just going back and forth. And now the tail is fully on there. I don't think I missed putting these things on. I just got 2 extras of those. So it says, rotate the end of the aircraft's tail to lower or raise the front and rear landing gear simultaneously. Do-do-do-do. Oh, we do put one on. So this is cool. So we do have one extra of these little things. And it goes right in here. It gets a little tail. So that sits right up there. Ding. Look at this thing. This thing is giant. It's massive. Bag 20, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I better get moving. Showing off too much. Oh, now we gotta do the tail stuff. This is gonna be interesting. I don't even know where to put this. Lots of Technic pieces and stuff. More words. 20 Concordes were built. 6 developmental and 14 commercial aircraft. Most stayed in service for 27 years. That's pretty remarkable. That is pretty remarkable. Too big. You're having a good night, Cliff. What did you, what was your dinner? If you had dinner. If you did not, then don't worry about it. Okay, this goes in here. One side, then the next side, then the next side, then the next side. So we're putting on the flaps right now. It was taking too long to move the plane, so I lost some time. At least if I do, and when I do one, I can easily do the next one. To it. Let's get to it. We're on Broadway. Okay. That one goes in there. Yeah, we're just doing the different flaps, so I got to do 4 of these, which is going to be fun, but that's all right. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 different flaps. This thing has a lot of flaps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whoops, 8. What are we looking at next? A bunch of those, 8 of those. Flying the Concorde was on my bucket list when I was a kid. Oh yeah, absolutely. It was everybody's bucket list. If I mean, you knew about the Concorde, you know you wanted to fly on it. And you know, very, very expensive. And like even for, like I said, we went to the Oshkosh air show when they were showing the you know, they demonstrated it flying a little bit and stuff, and people could pay just for those little flights. And it was very expensive just for that little small flight. So, you know, everyone has their thing. It would have been neat, that's for sure. Like, and especially like I wonder what you saw from inside, like how it looked Like, you see how fast a regular airplane goes when you're flying. But, like, to see that, I mean, you would just be zipping so fast through the sky. That would just be nuts. I want you. You. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Put these little sub-assemblies together, and then these will be done, and we can put those in their homes. Concorde at Hugo Haven Chantilly. Oh, really? Huh, that would be cool. Wasn't on your bucket list? No. That's alright. It's not on everybody's. But you have to like to fly in the first place, so. Or, you know, be able to handle flying. Okay. Flaps, flaps, flaps. Stretch. Flaps, flaps, flaps. Alright, flaps are done. Oh, now we get to do the whole tail. Woo! And look at this beautiful blue. Look at that. Dark blue. This is like Optimus Prime blue. This is the color they used for him. They got a long this thing. And a 3. Yeah, those nope, those all won't go one side. That's interesting. I thought it was going to be on both sides, but I guess not. I guess they don't need it. That would be cool to visit that in Chantilly. If they did indeed have it there. Oh, you have to put this little, interesting. So that's why it's there, but it doesn't have it on the other side. It only has it on this side. This little thing that sticks out on the side. I wonder why that is. I wonder if that's like some kind of instrumentation is there or something like that. But it's only on this. It's only on this side. Okay. Brick built tail. Last time I saw that, oh, they have, and now they have the other. They have this smaller one on this side, the little bulgy thing. I haven't done brick built tails in forever. This is a weird way to design this thing, but hey, you know, whatever works. Doesn't look very smooth, but you know, I guess for Lego you don't need it to be smooth. Be cool to do like they did at Chantilly this year. They had a giant silver, I think it's called a silver liner. The big giant American Airlines plane. And like, hey, that would be cool to do one of these, you know, do giant. Yeah. My instructions are, I have them underneath here, and it's hard to get it done. You need to be straight, otherwise you're going to look silly. Okay. Oof. Taking too long. Gonna see what's gonna happen. Oh, this is, of course, you have to have a rudder. I know it's not a rudder, but okay. And the words say, gotta read the words. Concorde featured a split rudder with only the lower portion being used at high speeds to allow for free adjustment and reduced torsion on the it's not tension, reduced torsion on the vertical stabilizer. Interesting. Interesting indeed. That doesn't quite go together. But, hold on. What are you gonna do? Oh man, it's so free. So free, but I know that's go right here. Oh, nope, it goes further back. Gotta push it back. Right there. Oh, man. Okay. Tail is done. We got it. Both rudder things can move. Oh. Where is it? We should be able to do this. In what? 5 minutes? Yeah. This is our stand. For the Concorde. Ooh, gotta be careful. We got some brittle brown in here. Oh, jeez. And I know all about brittle brown. I've been using it and being very careful with it with the indoor trees. I mean, I have a lot of it. So, kind of an interesting way to do this. I'm curious to see how this is going to end up. No, it is brittle brown though. I mean, they've changed the way that they designed the brown since back in the day, whenever they first created it, and so much stuff was breaking. But it's still brittle. Like I've seen, like the new panels that I have on my for my trees, I've broken 2, you know, without even trying. Like just very gentle, because I know about it, and it's still broke. And it's just like, man. So you do have to be careful. Oh, there is the time, but it's not the right time, so you're good. Now is the time. Now is the best time. Yeah, get under there. Can he do it? Maybe. Getting close. 9:58. That is not it. Where are you? There you are. Have an interesting design for a stand. But hey, Concorde is all about being interesting, right? Yeah. And done. Wait, nope. Now done. Had to put the plaque on. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, look at that. Just beat. Where is it? Where's my mouse? Pause. Yes. Did it. Did it before. Did it before 10 o'clock. Woohoo! Oh, man. Ugh. Where do you go? Right there. Oh, look at that. That thing is massively sweet. Oh, geez. I can't even... It doesn't even fit on the camera. Woo! All right, let's read the last words. Let's read the out, and I'll get it. I'll get a better view of it. Hold on. So, a partnership between Britain and France that produced one of the most remarkable aircraft in aviation history. Concorde means agreement or harmony between people in both English and French. I did not know that, so that's cool. All right, so be interesting to find out how much one of the nose cone pieces are in the windshield. So let us. Oh, geez, I don't even know how to do this. All right, let's. I'll take it off and I'll show you the. Woo! I can't do that. I have to kind of grab it and. Oh, geez. All right, so the tail nose cone does the landing gears. All right. So we're having them come out. There we go. There's the landing gears. Doo, 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 doo. So that's turning the tail nose cone, okay? So you rotate it the other way, and they go down in, which is pretty cool. Ah! The wheels moved. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. And then, of course, and this is what I always remember of the Concorde, is like the pictures you would always see is, hold on, let me move the box so I can orient it. So the picture that I always remember the Concorde being is like this. Like you would see it coming towards you like this. Like it was landing and the nose is down. So it's like this, like coming towards you. So it's like up in the air, way up in the air. And like you can see the whole thing and its nose is down and everything. The landing gear is down. But yeah, that's how I remember seeing pictures of the Concorde. So there it is. That pretty epic looking thing. And it's kind of interesting too that like these orange pieces were all designed, you know, like to hold things in place and stuff, so that you could design it and put it all together and things, and then perfect for landing gear door. Oh yeah, for sure. But it is definitely a pretty cool piece. And then of course we have, now this is the thing I find interesting. Like getting to the interior is not the easiest. Like, I mean, I guess they made it so like these come off pretty easy, decently easy. And this whole middle part section comes off. And then you can see the, I guess this isn't first class, but it's different seats, which are toilet paper, and then you got 2 toilets, one on either side. So that's pretty cool. Very cool plane. Very neat build. Kind of different because of like all the different ways that you had to like have pieces like holding on to each other and stuff as you were getting it prepared and stuff. Definitely really cool. All right, let me show you real quick. Let me put this back on. Ooh. Very epic. Very cool. I am glad I got it a while ago, and I'm glad I put it together now. So, alright, so let's slide this out of the way for a moment. It takes up like the whole table. It's pretty cool. And let's get the camera up a little bit and move in what I've done with Endor so far. Alright. So, 2 different designs for the tree mechanism to come swinging in and clobber the ATST. And of course, you can't see my face, but that's alright. You can hear me. So, my original idea was I was trying to do something similar to how the Ewok Village has it, where it's like it has a little Technic part, and it pushes and it just bloop, because it's little. I mean, it doesn't take much, and they open up. So I was trying to do that here with the gearing and have it go like this, but I didn't like how the tree started looking because it's so much bigger. There was a lot that I was going to have to do to like fill that all in, blah blah blah. So then I changed things to doing it with a gear in the middle here that'll just rotate, and I think it'll end up being a lot easier. The other thing too that makes it cool is The thing I've always had an issue with doing gear stuff like this is like you have to take it apart in order to transport it, and then putting it together is a pain. You know, you don't want to do much assembly. So what I figured out was, well, we're going to have a long drive shaft that goes all the way across here. And so to connect it, these are like the only pieces in Technic that slide without any problem. And they're designed to do that because that's actually how spiral gears kind of work sometimes, is they have to go back and forth depending on how the motor's going and oscillating. I noticed that in the movable AT, the one that walks, like it'll go like this and then like this back and forth as it's running, in order to keep everything moving. But what I can do is, so let's say, and this will be longer than this, but let's say I have this is the motor that's going to drive both things at the same time. I can have, put it back through there. I can have one of these here. Put it down in, slide this over, and then slide this over and lock it in place, and then it's going to drive both of those and be easy to remove and such. So with the spider, yeah, well that's Arachnid Flanders. He has contributed some of his home to this stuff, mostly the Technic things. But yeah, he's been wandering around here, but he's slowly going to be coming apart. So, but the other thing I'm doing too is like this is tree. That as you can see, there's tile here. It slides across here, and all this stuff comes apart, which is kind of neat. So like that comes on. I don't know why these. And then, so like this is how it'll transport. I mean, like if I want to transport the trees, this is how it's gonna, how it's gonna happen. But it's very easy, and then you just look for the right pattern to find out where it's gonna go, and then put it on. And the nice thing is, I figured out, and like it is solid. Like if I wanted to connect these, it would work and all fit together, and like there's no gaps or anything like that, so it works out pretty good. So yeah, it's coming together. I'm hoping to have this part done for Brickery and just to show it, and yeah, so don't know if I will, but here's hoping. So yeah, it is. And again, I'm not rushing. If I get it done, great. If I don't, I'll just bring what I have done, and as an example, like this is what I'm working on. So yeah. Yep, womp womp. Womp womp. So next week, we are going to build something that will be for Brickery also, and that is going to be Wicket. We are going to do that because since I'm doing indoor stuff, I might as well have my little mascot hanging out. So we're going to do the big Wicket and build him in a night. So, because he's about 1,000 pieces, not quite. So should be able to get him done. And he's a lot of bigger pieces. He's slightly posable, but not all that much. So we should be able to get him done. Excuse me. So yeah, that's where we're at. So thanks for tuning in as always. Really appreciate it. And till next time, as always, may the brick be with you. Keep on building. We'll see ya.